So it's took me a little minute to start documenting all this, I'm not gonna lie. My little heart got broken. It's April, so I'm over it a little bit now, but I've been keeping a super secret, which is now an amazing secret, but this is why I've just kept it quiet for so long, because I just didn't want to hear people's opinions, and you know, I had to get over it first of all. So we are moving from 4 West Derby Village. The landlords want it back. It's too small for me. It's just hasn't worked out the way I always thought it was going to work out, and it's took me a little minute to get over it. So how do I go from that building? Where do I go from there? Because it's just stunning, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's everything I always wanted, until I found this building that I'm going to take you along to now. So I have got till July the 3rd to be out of 4 West Derby, and hopefully in here. It is now April, so I'm gonna go over and show you what the hell is going on in the background. So here it is. I must have absolutely lost the plot. So we're gonna have a super building here. It's a bit hard to show, but this is
7.6. 3.8 is halfway mark.
Wanted to do like a walk and show you, but we're gonna have big reception area, 4 treatment rooms. The back is going to be an academy. Then we're gonna have over here a media room, TikTok room. So these are the doors that I've picked, because I nearly made a big mistake, to be honest with you. It would have cost me thousands. I've got this vision of like this glass corridor, like you're gonna see Ella at the reception desk, and then I want it to be glass, and then the last glass door I want it to be, that's the academy, so I want it to be frosted EA training. So you look right down, it's gonna be all spotlighted. So all I could see, I just had tunnel vision for this whole glass going through it. And then we marked it all up, and I spoke to the builder, and I was in where the treatment room would be, and I went, so it's not going to be private? And just like, thank God, because me as well, I would hate that. I like to just sit on this desk on my own when we've got no one in, or I'm waiting for people, and I just crack on with all the boring stuff of running a business. So like, imagine like I'm over here and Laura's over there, and I'd be like, imagine getting like your Botox done or whatever, and you can see someone getting a facial over there. So thank God, like I thought it. Yeah. So like sliding doors, I think it's gonna look gorgeous, because it's gonna be, they're gonna be right on the corridor. So there's gonna be 4 of them either side, and then patio doors at the back, which is going to be the academy. So I think they're just going to be gorgeous. So I am just buying these. So I thought that I'd show you the doors, but I'm definitely not showing you me buying them, because as we know, I get frauded all the time, and I'll probably show me card details and get frauded. So today we are picking flooring. I've already been and picked some, and we've had to go back because it was too grey. So this is the theme. These are the neutral tones that I want to go. I don't want any black and white, don't want black and golds. That's the old. This is the new. So we've got these ones. Now I love this, but I'm frightened of the cleaning it, because Ella did notice that like that would be too much to clean. So I think I'm swaying to this one, to be honest. They're a bit too oaky for me. I think it's between. See, I did like this one, but I don't like the black tones to it. That's why you give me 2 of them. but I think I'm swaying to them too. With the doors being like that, I feel like that would be so white, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
the white doors, the white floor. I think it would take it away from the neutral tones and make it look very clinical, like almost hospital.
Yeah, like you can't like relax.
Yeah, like sterile. Yeah. So I feel like this one's like a nice, I feel like that's probably what they've got on that picture as well. But that's like a nice tone.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice like.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like concrete, that isn't it?
Yeah, well that's what I loved it in the shop. And then it I put it next to the concrete in the super build, and I was like, whoa, that's great. No. So when you walk in and you like the wow factor, do you know what I mean? So it's gonna have, I've been thinking about getting this reupholstered. I was thinking about getting paneling. And then I'll show you it a bit like this, but my mum said, I don't know if they'd be able to panel it because it's curved.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? So, because we can have this on, Olga's not even going to charge me for it, so I was going to take that off, get that sanded down, get it all sanded down, because it's a gorgeous shape.
Yeah.
But
it's
so,
like perfect size.
Yeah, I know. So like you'll be there, it's going to have the chandelier on top of you, like higher, so you can see, the chandelier.
Yeah.
And then on this wall is going to be all the certificates.
Yeah.
But then this wall where it's going to be here with the couch, I'm thinking of doing paneling, so that when you walk in it's like
Homely, isn't it?
modern and homely, and like a bucket chair with then the telly.
Yeah.
So. Right, let's talk about what is going on with the super build. So I've got 20 more minutes before I can eat because I'm fasting. So I thought I'd jump on and have me black coffee and fill yous in. So ideally I'd have always stayed in for West Derby. I always thought that I was going to have the skin clinic here once Olga had left, because her lease was up, she was leaving. I was going to do the academy in the bottom room downstairs and have a reception area, and then it just didn't pan out that way. The landlord wanted to come to the building, so I could have always still stayed upstairs, but it was never an option of me to have downstairs, and it was going to be a 5-year lease and the rent was going up, and it just didn't work out. Now obviously I know it was all my angels pushing me out, but it did just take me a little minute to digest it, because my plans were always, I thought I was going to buy this building. So it is, what date are we on now? It's May. So I've had so much time to process it, I've had so much time to realise that everything happens for a reason, and we found that building. Now when I said I don't want people's opinions on it, that's why I've kept it super quiet. It's because it is on a business park, which is totally different to this little village that we're here with, like the dandelions outside and the sandstone building and the park and so when I'm like driving to the super build, it's very industrial and it's very not villagey. So even me, I am aware of that. And it's so funny because in West Derby Village you're not really allowed to have advertisements. It's very strict here. It's actually hard to run a business in this village, to be honest. And then obviously on an industrial business park, it's just advertisements everywhere, just everywhere. When you drive down that road, it's just a road of advertisements. So it took me a little minute to get over the pretty little village. I only had this option because I did go and view some different shops, and shops are hard to come by now where they're 2-storey. It's normally that they'll have a shop and a flat upstairs. I went and looked at some of the old banks, because some of the old banks are coming up, and the listers, you can't do much with them. They've still got the old vaults in it. They're just I've always wanted to do what I'm doing. I just always in my head thought that it was going to be like a massive Georgian old Victorian house, because that's what this was, type of thing. I thought it was going to be a little bit like, if you know, like Knowsley Village, Knowsley Spa. That's always like where my head was at with the super build, but obviously it's not. So yeah, so it is the reason why I took this building. If I had to go onto the park and you'd have to go round and you had to find me, I'd have never took it. It's because it's the first building. You literally drive in and you can see me, that's my building. So that was one of the biggest selling points to me, because it's hard to find people on business parks, and most of my clients are from West Derby and from this area, and I have older clients, so I wanted to make it as accessible and as easy to find as you can. I didn't want so that's like where my thought process has been with it, because on the video somewhere I said I don't want people's opinions, and I don't want people to be like, what? But it's just that, because every time I mention that I'm moving in here, well, I did, that everyone knows now, but every time I was mentioning it, people would be like, oh, you'd be a fool to lose this building, or oh, I wouldn't give this building up. And that's so true, neither would I have, but circumstances was that I had to give the building up, and it's pushed me out. So now we're having, if you can imagine, so when it's going to be a shop front, I think that's going in this week. It's going to be a shop front. It's going to be like windows that I can now advertise in, which you've never been allowed to advertise in. I might get the frosted glass. For now I'm just leaving them because I like the thought of the light, but I could always get advertisements on it. Now listen to them, like, now I want advertisement because I've never been allowed it. You have like a little side door, and then it's all about this corridor for me. So Ella's gonna be sitting at the front on like an oval desk, and it's all spotlighted right down, and at the back of the corridor is going to be the academy, so it's EA training. So the whole back of the shop is warehouse unit. The whole back of the shop is a academy. It's where I'm going to teach from. Then you've got my treatment room is going to run off from the academy. I've robbed a little bit of the academy space so I can have my desk and stuff, so I can just, that'll be my little area, the back of it. There's going to be a treatment room to the side of me, which is going to be similar to our tranquility room here, so a facial room, but I am hoping to get someone in, I don't know, laser. I've always wanted someone doing laser, something like that. So I am hoping in the future, somebody will take that room. Then you're going to have Laura's treatment room, which is exciting for Laura, because I've literally been like, do you want shelving? Do you want, like, she's been able to have like a little bit of input, which is exciting. And then we are going to have, on the other side, it's going to be a TikTok and media room. So I'm finally going to have a room where it's all going to be set up. I'm just going to have an area for live and YouTube that I can literally just, the camera's there, it's already set up, I just go on. So that's going to be on that area there, which is going to lead off to a stock room for obviously cosmetology with Elegance stock, because that needs a whole room by itself now. So it's it's a super build. It's going to be massive. The other reason why I took this building is because the building is actually 2 in 1. So we've split it in half, and I've took this now to do this. So my plans are, obviously someone might have took it by then, but they probably have, but I'll wait it out. Eventually the other side of it will be a warehouse, so it'll be cosmetology with Elegance warehouse, because it's not going to be long before I need that, and I need like packing staff, and I need like stuff like that. So I'm going to have all 3 companies in one, and I'm really going to be able to get my head stuck in and really get into the training side of it, because that's actually what I want to do more now. I'm just so excited for it. It's just like, I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can, but there's just so many decisions to be made in a short space of time. Like this project we needed 8 months for, and I literally found out in the March that I weren't keeping the building. I found it in the April, and I've got to be out by July. So like I've had to be making decisions, there's no like, so I haven't had time to actually digest like actually what I am doing. Like I am literally building my own super build, which is just insane. So I've promised myself that I'm going to start documenting it more and start, just so that I can try and enjoy the process. Me is me towels, me little logos, me house coats, me little condiments, whatever they're called, bottles of water. Like I'm all that. That's what I can't wait to do. Right now, as you can see, it's a literal building site, and it's like, where do you want your sockets, where do you want the plugs, where do you the roof, how high do you want your roof? This is what they were asking me the other day, like, how high do you want the roof? And I was like, what? Like I don't know, how high is the roof? So we made a little mistake with the doors, but we've sorted it now. So I'm just praying that I still get that look that I'm looking for. My whole vision has been on this corridor. This is the whole, everything has gone for this corridor, and I'm just praying that, you know, I get that with these sliding doors. I'm sure I will, but like obviously all glass, it just wasn't private enough. Even if you did, you know, put that opaque stuff on it, I just felt like I just wouldn't have liked it. So we've done proper doors with sliding glass, so I'm hoping you still get that view. We're actually at the minute still looking for patio doors for the back academy. I want like French doors that are going to open in, like patio ones, and then they're going to have EA training in like a gold. Everything is neutral. Our uniforms are going neutral, which is so weird for me. It's not normally like, I'm normally black and white and whatever, but I just want it to be totally different to this place. So we're doing like beiges and sand and gold and neutral colours. Because the road, it is industrial and it is business. My park is beautiful. It's the business park. You've got your own car park. It's all CCTV'd. It's probably the only one that I would have wanted to go on. The other ones have like got bumpy roads and stuff like that. They're still nice, and they're still, you know, because I know people that are on there, one my brother. But yeah, my one, it's just fitted in perfectly to what I was thinking, well, what I've never wanted to go on a business park for. I was like, well, actually, this is the beginning. It's all tarmac. Everyone keeps saying about the West Derby car park, and now, so it will be nice for you to actually be able to have car parking. I'm excited about silly things like having windows that like you can advertise on, or you can see like these are like dead old windows. You're not allowed to put any advertisements on or anything. We're going black and cream outside because I'm keeping the black slabs from here because they were so expensive. So we're doing black and cream for now. I might change my mind for the signage because the windows outside are grey. We went for a grey because I didn't want white, because there's no window cleaner on there. You have to keep up with your own cleaning. So we decided to do like the black the grey PVC. So we was gonna do black and grey for me sign, but it just, you can't see it, nobody's gonna notice it. It needs to spot out. I'm trying to get my sign as high as I can so that when you're driving down the road you can see me anyway before you turn into the business park. It's going to be nice because it's two signs. It's going to be Elegance Aesthetics Training Limited, and then we're going to have Cosmetology with Elegance Skincare Limited on the signs, the two different ones, so that when me orders and me shipments and everything come in, they know that it's that unit. I love the fact that it's unit 1A, 1 Ashley. It was like it was meant, everything's like fell in together. So yeah, so I'm starting to like promise myself now that I'm going to enjoy it a little bit more, because I have struggled with letting go of West Derby. Like, it was never mine in the first place. It's never been mine. I've always had to share it. But yeah, I struggled with it for a little minute, and now it's hilarious because now I'm walking down like, oh, it's so small in here. Oh, can't wait for the Super Bowl. Can't wait to have my own media room. So it's funny how you change. But yeah, I thought just before I can go and eat now, and then I stop eating at 8 o'clock again. But thought I'd jump on and give you a little catch up of just what we're up to. So we're in May. The studded walls are going in. So once the studded walls go in, I'm going to take you back over, because that's going to be exciting, because you're going to actually see the rooms. You know, like the thing is with builders, and thank God for me mum, like thank God, because she's built a house in Gambia, so she can visualize it. They're like, yeah, so your rooms are going to be, I don't know, 200 centimeters by blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I can't see it, I can't. So I'm excited for like the studded walls to go in and actually stand in each room, and then work out like where the cupboards are going to go, and I've already said like the sinks, and it's so many, like it's so hard things. Like I picked a flooring at first, and it was a bit groovy, like it wasn't smooth, and then we were saying about clinically, it's probably not the best option because bacteria can get stuck in it. So like honestly, there's just so much I've had to think about. Everything is so expensive, like so expensive. Like I'm gonna be driving this Citroen DS until I'm 40 at this rate. Because every time I think that I get, honestly, let's see how many YouTube videos it takes until I buy myself a nice car. Because every time I think I'm getting to a nice little, I might be able to buy a car, this, like I might be able to go and get a car, something hits me. But can you just imagine when I've got a super build, like, I'm just so excited, like it's just, I'm just so blessed and so lucky, like who gets to do this? And also, like, you don't understand, like, how it just all fell into place. I was literally, where the building is, that's where Cosmetology with Elegance office was. So I've already been on that business park for a while. And I literally went downstairs to speak to the reception lady. She was buying serums off me. And I went downstairs to speak to her, and I was like, I just can't believe, like, I've got to be out of my building. You know, I'm probably going to have to keep it on and just not do an academy, because where am I going to go? How am I going to find somewhere this quick? I just can't even. And she was like, you're never going to believe it, Ash, but like the bed centre's coming up, you know? And I was like, the bed, and I kept looking at it, and like, I love it now because it's got the brick on it, but I have been told they're going to do cladding at some point. But yeah, she was like, it's coming up, and I was like, no. And I promise you, I took it before I'd even seen it. She told me about it, and I said, don't let them show anyone, like let me see it first. And then loads of people have been on the park, have been coming out to me telling me about the roof leaks. Loads of people have, like, honestly, so many people have like told me not to take it. But we've had the roofer out, we've had the roof repaired. It's in my lease that if anything happens with the roof, they have to fix it. I'm insured, I'm so touch wood. But so many people have been like, honestly, every time there's someone runs out to me and says, and I'm like, are you just not listening? But it's too late. So like, I'm already in there and I'm done. Like, I'm like, it's all systems go, so it's too late now. But yeah, it just all like fell into place. And then the maddest things have happened, like a roof originally was just steel beams. It was a warehouse, it was ugly. And when we was measuring out like the rooms, it was literally like each beam was a marking for each room. And then I didn't want to pay for a shutter. Shutters are very expensive, but I needed the security. And on the other side of the building was a shutter, and they were like, if it fits, you can have it. And they literally measured it, and it fitted to a T. Like everything's just fell into place. Like it really feels like it is meant. I'm always protected anyway. My angels always protect me. But so I'm going to go and eat because I'm starving, but I thought that I would just catch it up. So we're in May. We have got studded walls are like just about to go up. The ceilings, the lecky, the plumbing. Still haven't chose a floor, and I've changed my mind a few times on the floor. The flooring's just so permanent that I'm scared to make the decision, because one, it's so expensive. That's my most cost I think it's going to be, is the flooring, maybe, I'm hoping. So the flooring's so expensive, so I keep like going back and forth. But yeah, I'll take you back over in a few weeks and we'll see the process. No, not process, the progress.
I don't need to go waste. We should have a proper
Oh God. So we're starting to pack up. It's like the end of the era. Like it's making me so sad. Look at all my mirrors and my certificates and everything just all packing away. Like it's crazy because I remember moving into 4 West Derby and being like, I've made it, I've smashed it. And now we're going. I'm getting so good now at just getting the camera out while we're packing up. So today's job is I'm gonna sort all the products out because my camping chair is behind them all for Glastonbury. So I was gonna leave it. Ella's on holiday this week, so I was gonna leave it for her to do. Well, she's got something to do. We've literally got 1 week left in 4 West Derby, and I can't fucking wait now to get out of here. Like, it's so crazy how quick I can detach from things. I'm like, out, we're going, we're done. Pretend like I didn't even cry for weeks after finding out that I can't keep it. But I'd normally lower the music down, but this is my song. This is my karaoke song. If you don't know, I'm quite good at karaoke. Yeah, so I'm just excited now. The budget is starting, that word, the budget, like it's just, you just can never prepare yourself for how expensive something like this is gonna be. Like, it's petrifying. Like, I'm just so blessed and I'm just so grateful that, you know, I even have the opportunity to like even think about doing something like this. But I'm just hoping that once I'm there, I'm just there for a very long time and settled. It's been 5 years, yeah. But yeah, so I'm packing all the stuff away for that room. Is just chaotic. We've literally got Tuesday, Friday and next Tuesday left here working. Just very scattered, just last little facials and stuff. And then hopefully so then I go to Glastonbury, which is probably the most irresponsible thing that I am probably doing. Like, sensible Ashley, the 98% business woman, 98% of the time business, sensible, responsible head Ashley is like, sell your ticket and cancel Ashley. This is ludicrous, this is crazy. But like 32-year-old on Thursday, Ashley's like, you've only got one life, like, fucking live it. No, I'm going. I've decided to go. I've been playing with the ideas. My mates would kill me if they even knew that I was even thinking about cancelling it. But it's just, one is money wise now, I am like to the last penny on this budget. All my mum keeps telling me is about the budget, and I can't stand that word. And then what happened the other day is we were going through the budget and we were talking pricing and stuff, and I've paid £1,000 for the sign that's going to go on the back wall on the academy saying it was all a dream. It's like, it's installed, it's gold lesson, it's going to be stunning. I have wanted it for, I've had that on Pinterest or whatever saved to my phone for years, and I've always knew that when I had an academy, that's where I was going to put, your dreams are going to come true in that room, just all that. Just, I'm a proper Biggie fan as well, so hysterical that I'm getting a bit of Biggie in my super build. But anyway, it was so expensive, worth every penny. Wait till you see it, it's unreal. It'll probably go on this video at some point, and it's just gonna be like one of them marketing, like people are gonna get pictures underneath it and people are gonna tag me and whatever, you know what I mean, it's all about the gram type of thing. So I really wanted it, but I still haven't paid for my flooring, I still haven't picked the flooring. The plumbing was more than we ever expected. I had to buy a big pump system. I had to buy a hot water system because it was a unit and there was no hot water. It's just insanity has gone on into this building. So we're walking through Tesco's the other day, and my mum's like working it out, and she's like, well, we've still got such and such because you've got this, you got, and I was trying to work out dead quick in my head how that I could like digest, how I could cut this £1,000 and split it, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have to tell you how to spend. You know, it's my fucking budget. But yeah, it's worth every penny. But yeah, so money wise for Glastonbury, it was a little bit like, you know, that money could be, I don't know, at this point the decorating or whatever. And then just also time, I literally get back from Glastonbury on the 26th, Monday the 26th, and the van removal people are coming on the 27th. Like, everything will be packed up before I go to Glastonbury on the 21st. I'll literally be packing up and then driving to Glastonbury. Like, it's just insanity what I'm doing. But if I'm honest, I could probably do with just the break. I just feel like I'm just at limbo at the minute when you're waiting for everybody else, the builders, the plumbers, the floorers. There's not much you can do. I went today and I was like, I've got to be in by July, you know, like mid-July. And when I was looking around, I was just like, are you going to be in, Ash? Are you? But it's like literally that deep in now. To be honest with you, my mum did mention that I've actually signed a lease from the 1st of July, so they might break the lease. So maybe I do have to be in. I'm not too sure. But yeah, just chaos, absolute chaos. And it's so funny, I can't actually wait for this YouTube video to come out because I've posted nothing. No one knows. There's literally been an email sent out to clients. Obviously clients, when they come, as definitely now everywhere's empty, they know there's a little sign outside. I'm going to post it on Tuesday when I leave, just saying it's been a pleasure, blah blah blah. But I just kept it really quiet because one, I wanted the surprise element to it. I want to do like a video of like the beginning stages and then flipping into the what it's going to look like type of thing. So that, but also just because the landlords of this building, let's just say that's why I've kept it quiet. Yeah, anyway, don't really want to put it out there. So I've kept it really quiet. So I'm really excited for this video to come out because you'll be like, how the hell was she going through all that? Like, I'm just putting like normal stuff on, like the new product launch, and everyone's thinking like that's the most craziest thing I've got going on now. The new website's just launched, and I'm like, no, you don't even understand what is going on behind the scenes. My life is chaotic. But it is a chaotic, blessed, fabulous life. I am so blessed, so excited, and just so looking forward to being settled now and just in my own little sanctuary, in my own little place. It's going to be mine. No one can come and take it off me. It's just going to be amazing. I just can't wait. Like, this is just another thing. Like, this is where all the stock's kept at the minute, and in the new place I've literally got a whole cosmetology with Elegance whole side. So it's a stock room built into the room, probably about this size, or no, probably a little bit bigger. But then it runs off to a media, so we're going to have like a media hub and packing room. So one side will be where they pack, but then on the other side it's just going to be a permanent setup for like me YouTube, and where to stand on a live. I'm going to have like a counter worked, and we've got cosmetology with Elegance like in lights for the sign. It's just going to be gorgeous, and it's going to be so settled. I just feel like I'm just going to want to spend all my time there. Ross will never see me. I just have to bring Bruno there with me because it's a bit scary of a night, like late at night on my own, but I will have Bruno there. So yeah, I'm just excited and just I just can't wait now, guys. Room's going in. I just can't believe it. And this was exactly what I needed the day after Glastonbury. Fuck my life. Oh, so heavy. Way to go. Right, one of these. Aisle 16. 16. Okay. All the fucking men in my life got there in the end, didn't we? Tell you what, I slate this car, but it does me well. Jesus Christ. If anybody knows me, oh, you will know how much my life is just driving me absolutely insane right now. The super build is, of course, behind schedule. No, please look, this is my living room. And that's the clinic cabinets because my storage unit is full to the brim. Like, please, roll on when it's ready.
2 points, right. I want to say a little bit about the thing you'll be in there as well.
I can't believe how boss them white walls have come up. I mean, just look at the friggin' state of me. But look, we have flooring. Just come over to put some plastics on because they've only done a little bit. That's the membrane going down, but this side's been put the flooring down, so I don't want the builders standing on it tomorrow, even though I'm standing on it right now. So, but it's a little bit creepy in here overnight because there's no electricity. Only a woman would do this job. It's 9 p.m. They've just finished putting the flooring down, well, some of the flooring, and I've snuck over here to put these plastics down so that tomorrow the builders don't put their dirty feet on me new floor. We make it hard for ourselves, don't we? I honestly could just sob this week. Just went to fit the glass doors and opened the last door and it's fucking smashed. Oh my god, it's just been one thing after the other. This is the other place, by the way. This is why them walls are all bare. Oh, it's been a hard week this week. I swear to you, it is draining my soul. It's draining me. I'm starting to really, really hate this building before it's even open. So I'm having a better day than I did when I last done that video. Everything, he's hilarious. He's just a part of all my videos while we're at the house now. But everything worked out. The doors were fine. What else was I nearly crying over? I think, was it the doors? See, I can't even remember now. Last week it just seemed to be just like problem after problem after problem. Like I literally lost the plot and like screamed. Like I've laughed my head off about it since. But our baby showed me something. He was doing some work for me and then the baby showed me something. And I went, everything's going wrong. Like screamed it at the top of my voice. Like Sam said that he had a heart attack. And then now I keep just thinking it and I'm like, I'm losing the plot. Like I am literally losing the plot. But it's just, I think it's me being out of routine as well. It's like you don't become self-employed and make your own business to like make money. In fact, it's easier. He wants to get on the camera. It's easier to make money employed, to be honest with you. Most of my friends have got more money than me who are employed. But it's because you create something that you love, and day to day you absolutely love going to that place, and you know, you create a team around you that are so supportive that, you just love to be around and you feed off them. And when you're doing something like that, like me, that you're so passionate in, it's just every day is just like a boss feeling. So it's been like 3 weeks now that I haven't been in work, and even though I am still working as such as like running and getting materials, going there every day, setting stuff up, it's just routine. I'm really struggling now without routine. Like I'm getting like anxious and like it's just not a nice feeling. So I'm looking forward to it being the end now. Like I thought that I would share this little part of it, because this is a part that nobody, like, you don't account for. You think, you know, closing for 3 weeks, that would be some people's dream, but it's been my worst nightmare, and I just cannot wait to get back in now. Like literally the way I feel, I'd just open up today, and it is what it is. But yeah, it's not safe to open up today because we haven't got the doors in yet, but it's so close. I literally think I'm going to be open in 2 weeks, but next time, anything like this, not that there's ever going to be a next time for me, I'm staying here forever, but next time if I ever come out of work, I am 100% calling in a favour to anybody that I know who's got their own clinic, and just being like, just let me do 3 days there, like just even for routine, even to just go into a clinic now, just to be around it. I would love, like, I feel like I'm missing out on so much. It's been 3 weeks, I sound like an absolute lunatic, but yeah, it's getting to a push now. It's getting hard, like, get me back in work. The place looks stunning, like stunning. I can't wait. I can't show any, and I'm not showing any. I think I've mentioned it before, because I've got like a professional videographer. I do all my stuff with him. Paul, he's unbelievably like fabulous at what he does, and I've got like this vision. I've been obviously YouTube, and so we've got videos, and I want it to be like when it was the warehouse with the horrible ceiling and the brick walls, and then we've got little clips. I hope you will be able to use it, because it's not like I should have went in and actually videoed around it. And then I want to like open the doors and it be like this, you know what I mean, the clinic, and it just be, I just can't wait. I've got like a 70-inch computer screen going on the back academy wall, so can you imagine like my ebook on there? And it's just, honestly, it's just, oh, it's just so close that it gives me butterflies. But also I'm just like, you can't rush perfection, and that's what I've realised. It's these finishing little bits. It's like skirting boards now, and your plastics and your beading, and you know, just all them little bits that like you kind of can't be arsed with, and you're just like, oh, why is it taking so long to do? But they're the little things that finish it and give it that like actual like stunning finish, instead of it just being like a rush job. So yeah, I'm excited, but I thought I better come on, because after that last video I looked like I was ready to put a torch to it, didn't I? Because I just had such a bad, like one thing after the other, which, by the way, you know, like my car is like a running joke now, like between me and my friends and that. Like, it's done me so well, like, don't get me wrong, like, I bought that car, I think I sold me car, and I was supposed to, I think I got my mum and dad's Mercedes, I can't remember, it's that long ago. I think I got my mum and dad's Mercedes, and it was an automatic, and I hated it, so I ended up with no car. And one of my dad's friends absolutely done me an unbelievable favour, and I think it was like $3,000, and he let me pay it. I can't, like now I can, but then I couldn't get finance because I was in a what's it called? See, it feels like it's like, that's like me past life, an IVA, but that's all done now and everything's paid off. But at that time, that's what it was, so I couldn't just go and get a car. So he let me pay like cash, but like bank transfer monthly, and it was like £300 a month. So like, he'd done me like the biggest favour, and I'm so blessed to have like blessings like that around me. Like, but it has been like, it was supposed to be a temporary car, and I was like 26 maybe, I don't know, and I thought it was all cute to get the Elegance and stuff, which is still dead cute, but like, you know, I'm 32 now. Like, I hate the Elegance. I regret that now, but it looked cute outside my shop at one point, and because it was supposed to be a temporary car, it was only supposed to be a temporary thing. But anyway, so the car is falling to bits. Like, it's just a running joke with me and my boyfriend now, because it's like I've ran it to the ground. Like, it has done me so well. I've been to every festival in it. I've drove all around the country in it. I have moved shops in it. I've moved house in it. It's a tiny little automobile, and I have done so much in it. So on that day when you're seeing like the clip from before where like I look like I'm gonna burst into tears, I'd actually put my car key, as well as everything else going wrong, I'd actually put my car key into the car, and the car key had snapped into the car. So then like I was stuck by this unbelievable clinic. People must think that I have got so much money because of what's going on in there. But as if people know me personally, they know that I am such a big investor in my business. Like, I don't buy myself. I think I've bought myself, in the whole 6 years of having a business, one expensive handbag and that car. Like, I just don't, like, I just, everything goes in and in and in and back in and back in and back around and back in and back in, and then I get a little few change, and then and then I think of something else, and then so I don't even know where it was. Oh yeah, so I'm outside this fabulous clinic that I'm building, and my fucking Citroen DS won't start, and the builders are everywhere. So what I've had to do now, I have got two car keys on my keyring. One car key starts the car, and the other car key locks the car, because one immobiliser's gone on that one, and one key snapped on that one. So, you know, when you're looking on this Instagram and you're looking, and you know, when this video comes out and you all think like, I've got a lot of pocket change, you just remember what's going on with my car. You just remember that I start my car with two keys.